Hey everybody, Mike McWilliams, Upstairs to the Right Music. Well, as you know, I've been working on a project to turn this modern Vox AC4112 into something that resembles its vintage background, the way it used to look and sound. As you know, that I took the factory back and I actually fabricated a back to it that's more accurate to the vintage one with a half open back. As you know, I put new old stock tubes in it to give it vintage tubes, and I ordered on Reverb. Here we go, Reverb again. I ordered on Reverb a guy had taken a pair of the 12-inch, because it's a 12-inch speaker in here, I had taken a pair of the 1974 Vox speakers out of a 1974 Vox, the classic Celestion Bluebacks, and took them out of a 74 and put them up for sale. I have been waiting 5 weeks for those to come to me. They arrived today, and here I can show you one of them. So this is, as you can see, you want to read there on the back, this is a true Celestion Blueback from 1974. The codes match up. Also the codes on the cone also match up. So this is a true vintage Blueback. The problem is that I ordered 2 of them, and just like with my vintage Celestion Greenbacks, when I opened up the box, one of them, the cone was completely ripped and torn. And I really am getting to the point where I'm just thinking that I have bad luck when it comes to shipping, these vintage Celestion speakers. As a matter of fact, this is absolutely the last time that I'm going to deal with shipping any kind of speakers at all. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm heartbroken because, as you know, that speaker that was busted, and you know what, tell you what, I'll show it to you. I'll get it for you. It's right over here. So here it is. This is the one that showed up completely busted. I mean, as you can see, that's just completely shot. And it's because the shipper didn't, in my opinion, ship these correctly. You should have stacked these 2 on top of each other, fastened them together, and put a protective, back on here to prevent anything from knocking them in. They were just shipped loosely in a box with some packing material. And it's a shame because this speaker survived from 1974 until now completely unmolested, and as you can see, it has been utterly destroyed. Now there is as you know, there's a shop in Burbank in Los Angeles, or outside of Los Angeles, that could restore this, but the cost to restore this and the shipping back and forth would be 3 times what the cost, the value of one of these would be. So unless I find myself returning back to the States and with the lockdown, I can honestly say that that's not going to be anytime soon. Or I can actually carry it with me, take it to the shop, have the guy fix it, and then bring it back with me. And we've been through that. We remember what happened with the Greenbacks. It's just, it's not going to happen. So this is a very sad thing to happen. I'm pretty bummed out about it. This one was destined to go in the Laney back here. I guess I can't completely be upset because I do have one that's pristine, that's in good condition, that seems to be in good shape outwardly. When we hook her up here inside the box, and we'll know. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's just sadness, man. It's just, I just really have no luck with shipping these vintage speakers, man. I only get half of my shipment, and I don't know what to make of it. Fool me once, fool me twice. So this ain't happening a third time. I'm not going to do this anymore. So I will have to arrange with that guy to get some kind of partial refund. I think that that shipping these back at this point would be nonsense because of the cost. Like I said, what it would cost, and shipping rates have gone up because the amount of flights aren't there anymore. So I'm kind of stuck with this. I hope that the seller is willing to work with me. I paid roughly $274 for the pair, so I think I'm due at least a refund of half of that. So about, what was that, about 124, 26, whatever dollars. Well, hopefully he'll work with me on that. Shipping is shipping, whatever, I'll eat that. Yeah, man, dig that. It happened again. But anyway, I thought I would make this video for you so you could share in my misery, if you will, because I'm not mad. I'm sad because, as I said, this thing survived from 1974 into now in one piece, and just because of a poor choice in shipping, it ate it. So that's just these vintage pieces. They're not making any more of these. You're not gonna find these anymore. And so it's really a sad thing. It's like seeing somebody total a '74 Porsche. It's just a sad thing. So in any case, that's the story. I have no luck with shipping vintage speakers. I'm not going to do it anymore. Because it makes me feel bad. Like, I played my part in the destruction of this, and sort of, in a way, I suppose. I don't know. Just a sad thing. But I do have one, which ultimately, at the end of the day, at least one of them survived. So I can finish this project finally by putting a vintage blue back in it. So I am happy about that. And you guys get to enjoy that when I do it. So in any case, there it is. You guys take care. I hope you're keeping safe out there, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, I should say, by the way, so I did videotape myself unboxing this. So what I'll do is, at the end of this, I'll run so you can see the unboxing, the opening box, and how it came. That just also to show you that there was no shenanigans on my part. It is exactly as I said, and it happened the way it went down. So anyway, so you can check that out right now. Okay, so what I have here in this box, hopefully, fingers crossed, you never know, with these boxes, is a pair of vintage 1974 Vox blue backs. I got these, a pair of them, for the same price, actually a little bit less than I would pay for one modern copy of these speakers. These are True Celestion 74, so again, True Celestion vintage speakers. So let's open them up, and hopefully they made it no problem. It took about 5 weeks for this to make it to me here. It got held up in Heathrow, as things do these days. These kind of shippings are not a priority. All right. Let's get that out of the way. here. This is really exciting. These will go, one of them will go into my Vox AC4. As you guys know, I've been working on to make that into a far better than factory spec version of that. By putting these in, I truly do believe that I will achieve that real Vox sound. Wow, this guy really packed these lousy. I want you to take a look at that. So there's no kind, they were just thrown in with some padding. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at that. So this is completely ruined. The speaker is completely ruined because the guy didn't pack them correctly. He didn't put them in the way that they should be. These are completely ruined. I'm going to have to document this. I don't understand people who would ship a pair of speakers like this. This is completely unacceptable. Let's see the other one. The other one seems to be intact. So you can see that this one is intact. This one is completely ruined. So I'm going to have to document this, guys. I will get back to you because we're going to have to figure this one out. The way this guy packed this like this is completely just, completely wrong. You don't pack speakers like this. This is not the way to do it with just packing material. And he should have put them and latched them together. And at least that way they would have stood a fighting chance. Lord have mercy. I just have no luck with vintage speakers. I really don't. I really have no luck with speakers. This always happens. First it was TSA, and now it's this guy. So, yeah, let me document this. I'll get back to you. So anyway, just as an addendum to all of this, I thought it would be interesting to show you the differences between the stock Vox. So this is the stock Vox speaker, the VX12 that comes in the modern Vox amps, combo amps. And of course, this is the old Celestion speaker that came in the AC30s, the AC15 back in the day, back in the 70s. As you can see, the one that wasn't, so this is the speaker that got shipped busted. So, but just, to show you, to do the side-by-side comparison, I thought, we could just go ahead and roll with that one. The one that was good, I've already put it inside. My problem is that the connector for the modern Voxes is the slip type. So you pull it out, you pull the connector out, and then you can just slip, when you change speakers, you can just slip it back in. Of course, with these old style Vox speakers, you have to weld these connectors. I don't have my soldering kit, unfortunately, so I am going to have to wait for the lockdown here in Singapore to end. Or at least the music store that the guy that does my soldering work for me to open back up again, so that I can get that connected, so that we can really just let it ring out and let it play. I did record this while it was still in, so as soon as I do get that hooked up, soldered up, then I will play the same riff so that you can hear the difference between what these two speakers sound like. Obviously, it's going to be night and day. The construction on this one, it's not bad. It's not super cheap. I've seen cheaper, particularly on those Laneys. But it's night and day compared to this 74. I mean, weight-wise, this thing is just this thing is aluminum. This is just pure steel. So construction-wise, two totally different things. My inspector is here. Inspector Ellie, make sure that I did a good job putting it back together. So as soon as I get my guy available so that I can get around to hooking this up and getting it going, then we'll listen to it. We'll see how it sounds. So that'll be interesting when that happens. But again, real bummer regarding this getting shipped like that. When you ship speakers, you really need, if you're shipping two, you need to put them together like this. So you need to put them together like this, run a wire them where the drill holes are at. So line up those drills, wire them, and then you need to put a protective cover around the whole thing. That is the proper way to ship speakers. Unfortunately, these were not sent that way, and as a result, you can see what happens. And now with my other Vintage Selection speakers, well, that was just a case of the TSA just being, the assholes that they are. But purposely, I think the guy purposely put his hand through the speaker. But this happened just because of just a poor shipping. So the guy just, I'm sure he's a great guy. He didn't mean to do it, probably didn't know, thought it was probably okay, but there is a right way and a wrong way, and unfortunately, he chose the wrong way. So, in any case, that's the story with these vintage speakers. Again, we will get back to this project down the line once I can get this properly wired up and soldered up, and we'll hear how it sounds. I know it's going to sound great. I know it's going to be 9 days. It's going to be 9 days between the sound of these two speakers, obviously. And I can't wait. So until then, you guys take care. Talk to you later.
Like the show? Well, show your support by subscribing and hitting the like button. See you later.